Hello and welcome back to Halloween Otome. We are going to Eric's room. Fine! ... backwards. We followed the servant through the halls until we came to an ornate door. This leads to Master Valdemar's private quarter. Hey Eric, get out here right now! Mr. Bandage's shout attracted the attention of another servant. Master Valdemar isn't in there right now. Then where the hell is he? I'm not sure. Then find him and bring him to me! Maybe we should come back late. No, I'm not leaving until I get a chance to tell Eric what I think about his latest announcement. Stab! 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 Sir, please calm down. I will not calm down! Really, Mr. Bandages, I'm starting to think the only reason you attend is to harass my staff. I really do think that Eric and the Count are the same person. Is that, like, out of bounds, or... Because he, like, left right when we were going to see him. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, I'm here! We turned to see Eric Valdemar walking towards us while tying his cape. Because he was totally in a different costume. He took his mask from his butler and put it on before turning to face us again. Now, what was it that was so important that you felt the need to shout outside my door? Outside? I think he said outside. What did you think you were doing? He was changing out of the Count's outfit. Get with it. While I was taking a nap in the gardens before you so rudely started shouting. That's not what I meant, and you know it! That announcement! Oh, that. Fuck you! Yes, that! Did you really think I'd take that lying down? As hard as this may be for you to believe, this has nothing to do with you, bitch. The hell it doesn't! I have yet to win any of these silly games. If they're so silly, then you should be glad that you won't have to suffer through another year of them. His voice changes all the time. And I'm doing like this crazy like Rosie Perez head wiggle now when I do it. Now if you'll excuse me, I have other things to do, like change back into my Count outfit and meet you in the hall and pretend like I wasn't just dressed as Eric Valdemar and put in my red contact lenses and shit. Don't even get with me, bitch. God, he has a lot to say. He turned on his heel and walked away, but Mr. Bandages wouldn't have it. He's chasing him! He strode after Eric. Don't you dare walk away from me while I'm talking to you! Mr. Wolf and I exchanged a worried look before hurrying to catch up with the two taller men. I don't see what we still have to discuss. I made my decision, and if you're so determined to win at least once, then you should focus on that, not me. This is your last chance after all. He's pissed now. He's pissed! Eric took a turn into one of the halls, and the heads of the occupants all swerved towards us. Don't think I'm dropping this just because you decided to make it public! You made it public while you're shouting. I'm simply attending to my duties as host. I'm gonna take a little dive to the right. He began his descent down the stairs to the hall as though this was nothing out of the ordinary. I'm sliding. Mr. Bandages stopped at the top of the stairs, so Mr. Wolf and I did as well. Drop this idiotic act and just listen to me for once! Eric froze, not even halfway down the stairs. ... dude. I am so disappointed in you. So disappointed in you. After a moment, he squared his shoulders and turned around to face Mr. Bandages. The entire hall seemed to be holding their breath in anticipation of Eric's response. When he did speak, his voice was low and controlled. You. You. People leaned in closer as they strained to hear what he was saying. A sudden jostle caused me to lose my balance and fall directly onto the Phantom's dick. Oh no! As I started falling, time seemed to slow down to the point where I could see Eric's eyes widen. The next thing I knew, he was catching me in his arms. Before I could even feel an ounce of relief, I felt Eric shift in his pants. He was taking a step back to compensate for the momentum, but then he fell on the stairs. Seriously, this girl is like Typhoid Mary, except with accidents. There was no floor beneath him. Ah! His action had us both falling downwards. I closed my eyes and braced myself, but he was underneath me, so I was fine, and he broke his skull on the floor, and the game is over. Only to have them fly open when I felt my face collide with a hard object. Oh no! Eric's face! We were totally macking on each other. What's up with this music? For a moment, I was too shocked to even realize we had stopped falling. What is this music? Eric didn't seem to have the same problem, though, as he turned his head to face our savior, his butler. Impeccable timing, as always. Do be careful, Master Valdemar! Eric... Can't get over this music. Eric looked down at me questioningly. Are you okay, Miss Archer? Apart from a pain in the jaw from your masculine face smacking against mine, yeah. I am terribly sorry about that. The sound of people murmuring brought our attention to the fact that his arms were still loosely wrapped around me. I took a step backwards and his arms fell away, onto the floor because they were detachable. Thank you for saving me. Think nothing of it. I wouldn't be much of a host if I allowed one of my guests to be harmed when I could stop it with my body, my hard abs. His butler whispered something to him. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I have something to attend to. Put my red contacts back in and tie my hair up and stuff. Gotta do it. He looked at Mr. Bandages for a moment before leaving. I'm glaring at you. Mr. Wolf ran to my side while Mr. Bandages followed at a more sedate pace. Are you alright, Miss Archer? I'm fine. My jaw's just a bit sore, that's all. Eric does have a thick skull! We should probably take you to the on-site doctor. On-site? Yeah, seriously, there's an on-site doctor. Sure, when all the condoms get stuck up people's vages and stuff, they have to get them out. Of course there is! Could you lead the way? I need to pick up some pain meds anyway. My head's fucking killing me from this shit. Mr. Wolf and I followed Mr. Bandages to the on-site doctor's office. Mr. Bandages walked straight into the office without even bothering to knock. Oh, it's you again. I came for my pain meds. Oh, Miss Archer fell on the stairs, but Eric caught her. I'm master of gossip. The doctor immediately ushered me over to a bed. I know he said Mr. Valdemar caught you, but did you hit anything? Are you experiencing any pain? Just a bit of pain in my jaw. Your jaw? Didn't you hear? He caught her with a kiss. It was me! Ha ha ha! Here I am, motherfuckers. Aren't you happy to see me? I turned just in time to see the Count walk into the room. Kiss? I don't know whose voice that was. It was obviously the doctor was possessing smarmalade. How do you even know that? You weren't there! Wasn't I? I must say, if I knew you and Eric were going to cause a scene, I probably would have gone somewhere else. Ha 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 ha. Eric! Still, I got to experience quite the spectacle. The women next to me were quite scary. It was a huge scene. Why were they scary? I'm confused. What do you expect when our leader just throws herself at Eric? People throwing themselves at him is quite common, but none have ever been quite so bold as to risk their life for a kiss. Bold? Shameless! Why is he smiling? Mr. Bandages is a whore. So forward. Ho ha ha ho 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 ha ha. I see, Tilda. Hey! We should be careful or soon we'll get an armful of her too, Tilda. Ha ha ha, I already had it. You guys don't know I put my Anders cape back on and you have no idea. Dot dot dot. Don't even think of trying with me, I'll just let you fall! That's a lie. You totally grabbed her out of the water and rubbed her up against you. I didn't do it on purpose. I may as well have just hit the floor anyway. His head was certainly hard enough. Eric does have a ridiculously hard skull! That's right, you know that from experience when you fell on him and kissed him. Well, I'd be more worried about Mr. Wolf over there! True, we may have to keep an eye out and protect his chastity. Blushu, blushu! I said that wasn't it. Now calm down, all of you. I still need to check up on my patient. Please refrain from riling her up, no matter what the circumstances. Stop her from having as many orgasms as you can. Worry about Mr. Wolf's chastity later! The others ignored his advice and continued to joke the rest of the checkup at my expense. Then I put on my hoodie!